Welcome to the liveoddsandscores.com preview of the Champions League semi-final second leg between Barcelona and Chelsea. Obviously the score is 1-0 to Chelsea from the first leg, and the whole world seems to think that Barcelona are absolutely going to stroll to the final.
It's strange, yeah, it's strange that, because the whole world thought that Barcelona were going to stampede all over Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, and they didn't. Chelsea played incredibly well. Chelsea clearly had their mind on this, focused on this game at the weekend. Whereas Barcelona at the weekend had a really tough game against Real Madrid, which they lost, and they clearly had to try in that game because now they're really don't look like they're going to win the league, the Spanish league. So they've had a tough game. I think Chelsea at 10-1, that it's a big price.
Yeah, it is an enormous price, really, and you just wonder whether Barcelona, the local press is really all over them. If you look in the press conference yesterday, you have to say that they looked a little bit rattled by it, and at the sort of prices that you have to, 2 to 7 generally is really not a very generous price. Yeah, I mean, Barcelona are the best team in the competition, and it should be no surprise that if they win 4-0 tonight and Messi gets a hat-trick, none of us should be surprised. But in betting, you always have to choose your value odds, and I can't see that Barcelona are value. The way that everything's priced up is that they think it's going to be a massive goal fest, as they thought in the first leg. I think that 13-8 under 2.5 goals is very surprising. I mean, it does.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. Look, their last 2 games, they've scored 1 goal in their last 2 games, and I know we all know it's Barcelona, but the fact is they're a team out of form. Then Guardiola's not going to say, "Oh, go out there and just rout them." Guardiola's actually going to have to put some force into the tactics, and I can see them just they'll be passing the ball around and score a goal. And that's the best outcome for them. Score 1 goal. And they're not stupid. They're not. Guardiola's very switched on.
And the way that Chelsea are going to play, I suspect, is that for the first 20-25 minutes, it's going to be 11 men behind the ball. It's going to just be try and keep the Barcelona from scoring, which is tricky, admittedly, but they can play that way and they can try and hold it.
And you saw Chelsea against Arsenal on Saturday. Chelsea, it was a training session almost for Chelsea. Chelsea just sat behind the ball, really defended very stoically, and all they were doing was as if they were at the training ground. They're clearly going to defend seriously heavily in this game, and obviously the new camp's a much wider pitch, and it's going to be really difficult to rein in.
Yeah, but that's all in the prices, so I'm absolutely amazed. So you can back 13-8 under 2.5 goals. You can back the 0-0 at 20-1.
That 20-1 with Sky Bet is a ridiculously good bet, I think.
I think that's an absolutely cracking bet. I mean,
most games that would be about 6-1,
Yeah, most Champions League games are somewhere around 13-2, 6-1 for a 0-0. Now, we may be wrong. After 3 minutes of the game, Barcelona may be 2-0 up, and everybody will be saying, "Oh, that was a rubbish tip." But it's actually a value selection,
indeed, yeah.
And value is what you have to keep going for. So, what's your best bet of the game?
Well, personally, I'm just gonna crack into Chelsea at 10-1. I think it's a really big price. I know it's your tip, but the 20-1 no goal score, I think it's another cracking price. Another bet I saw knocking around was the Chelsea versus Messi match bet. Now Chelsea can be backed 15-8 for Chelsea to score more goals than Messi. The Chelsea team are going to, as they did in the first leg, just crowd out Messi. Messi's going to be marked to death. It's going to be, it's so hard for Messi to score in these games because he's just man-marked, by about 3 men for the entire game. So Messi not to score in the game, I think, it's very. I certainly wouldn't be backing him at the 1-2 to score any time. This is a terrible price.
I think, first of all, Messi, in the first leg at half-time, you could back him at odds against not to score in the second half, which was a crazy price. I mean, just absolute. And 2-1 not to score in this game. Again, that's great value. So my bet, though, is 20-1 0-0 and the 13-8 under 2.5 goals.
I'm going to back Chelsea at 10-1. I'm going to go out there, back Chelsea at 10-1. I'm also going to back Chelsea in the match bet against Messi at 13-5 with Bet Victor.
Great. Well, good luck with all your bets, and I hope it's a great game.
Yeah, enjoy the game. Cheers.